traders, quick run through the charts today. I took this Dow at the open, or shortly after the open, and was in it up here, held my stop down here, and of course just gave it all back. It would have made sense just to take it off, but I didn't, so there we go. And it was 2 hours of selling after that, and even now with 45 minutes to go, we are just coming off these levels and coming down. Where do I see this going? Well, we are ending up, we'll look at the daily bars in a minute, so I'll answer that question shortly. Let's now look across some other charts. Chart of the day goes to this one. We had a hammer here at 12 o'clock, and it ran and hit my target of 105. Actually went to 105.10. If you see 144.25, that is a great place to buy now. That's major support. 144.24.25, and because we have made a new high in the daily, which we'll look at now. Oops. So above this R1 here, that's a new high in this run, and that is well worth a pullback. The RSI is not stretched. I think this is one of the most bullish charts out there at the moment. Pound US had a good day as well. So 3 days of buying off of this level down here. So, and we have hit resistance now. We started 158.80 is a major wall, and by the look of it, it looks as if it can get through it. A pullback area is now, major support is 158.36, but you're going to need a big stop, otherwise have a look at it intraday. Show you this one today as well. This is Aussie US. So we had a hammer here 3 days back, moved up, sold off, made a lower low here, but I like the 60-minute chart a lot, and got into this. Had a hammer in the Asian session, moved sideways, and then in the Euro session we nice close here, so the entry was 104, and not delivered a lot of points. Well, it was 104.50 at the high. Nothing wrong with taking profits if you were in that one. Otherwise, I would just sit tight. I'm still in this, and we'll hope we can get back up to this resistance tomorrow. And so, right, let's just look through the day. Oil was terrible today. I didn't touch oil today. Oh yes, I did. Sorry, I forgot. I got a stop out, didn't I? What am I talking about? I took this. To me, looks as if it was holding. Looks as if it's holding really well. I took a long. I took a long one about the just above the 50 mark here at the pit open, and it proceeded just to drop on me. So yeah, I've got to stop out on that. I've forgotten. Okay. Right, dailies. Non-farm payroll tomorrow. I'm not around, I'm going away for a long weekend, so you can see on the oil chart here, we're still the pits are closed now, and we're just narrowly inside yesterday's bar. So were we to break 98.30, we could see that 99 and possibly 100. Otherwise, just stay put. It's not a great, I'm not, it's overbought on the RSI, so be careful. 45 minutes to go till the Dow closes, so we're going to need some kind of rally into the close to save that one. Otherwise, as we head into non-farm payroll, that's closing underneath the open price 2 days back, and so looks very weak. And quick flick through the charts. You'll start the yen is grinding up. You'll start a CAD has had a sell-off. You'll start Swissy is running right down there at support. That is a hammer, very extended down there. we get a weak non-farm payroll and that breaks 91.20. That's tradable. I would put an order in that while I'm away. 91.22 is the buy. The stop is 90.70, so that's pretty close stop. Because if that breaks up, that hammer is going to lift that potentially right back into play. And look at the support down there. This is a huge level of support. I tried to buy that support earlier in the week. I tried to buy 91.50, didn't I? So take a look at that. That is interesting. Could be ominous for the non-farm payroll tomorrow. Pound Aussie dollar is marching up. So off the back of this hammer, we had 2 days of buying. We've got a lot of resistance just up here. So if you're not in that, stay put. Euro. Very narrow range day for the euro. A lot of traders, a bit of a spinning top. So we break 135.40, and that could signify in which case the US dollar Swissy will get bought. But I mean, it's certainly a higher close, so you know, let's not knock it. There's no sell signal there, but I believe if we start to break that low, I think that is probably going to be in trouble. Euro pound we don't often look at. That's a new high and a close below. So the strength in the pound showing through in that one. That short that on a pullback to 85.67. We are very extended up there. That is well worth a trade, I think. Let's see, yen is grinding higher. CAD yen has done well. That's very similar chart to the pound yen. CAD Swissy. That's a hammer. That's a hammer off monthly S1. If you're going to trade, I would suggest you trade the US dollar Swissy if you're going to take something like that. There's the Aussie US we've already looked at. We're well within. It's a decent support level we've closed above. You can see this automatic support line has picked off huge number of touches on that. So the close above that is significant. Very significant. Aussie CAD. We've seen a lot of strength in the CAD on the back of strong data today. Okay, and oil we've looked at, haven't we? Yes. Right, moving on to gold. So big move up into the monthly pivot, and here we are retesting the hammer. I would leave well alone unless you're a day trader and see a good intraday setup. Stocks. Excite sideways, Vodafone sideways. So let's take some of this off. It's very extended up there, but it's holding. Scottish and Southern, another slightly higher close. Rolls Royce is 950. Ooh, that's a reversal bar up there. That's got too high. That does not bode well. Let me pick off anything that's had any difference. First group has picked up a little bit. Major support there. Let's have a look at the FTSE while we're doing this. What about? Yeah, that's a sell signal. We engulfed the that high yesterday, and we've closed lower today. We are sitting on the ADMA, but that looks very weak. Sentiment had a good day. Everything else, nothing of note. Everything's all weak to sideways today. US eBay's had a good day. That's holding up well. Verizon is sideways. So nervousness. That's a good close. Sandisk has been on a nice run. That's a very nice. That's a gap fill. Is we long since gap filled? We gapped down from here, closed up here and gapped on the 3rd of April last year. So be careful if you're in that one. RIM has gapped down but closed higher. That's a nasty drop from 1800. Wow. Got very extended. Look at the RSI up there. Very extended. And the seller's bar, and the shorts took over. Wow. If that wait till tomorrow, because if that closes above 130, that is back in play. Nvidia has a slight drop. Nuance. So nervousness, Chesapeake holding up well. That's holding the gap well. Bank of America sideways. Apple is not great. Wow, Apple's a mess down there. Okay. Let me look at some other. So just switching back to some UK stuff for a minute. Hargreaves. I will keep an eye on that because that's a nice stopping bar. We hold this area here. We've got a hammer yesterday. Keep a very close eye because we start closing above £7. That's going back. That's going back up for a W. Agrico as a hammer. That's tradable. It breaks 1618. You're going to need a stop under there at 1550, but that is tradable. Okay, I hope that helps, and see you on Monday, or see you at the weekend video.